Hi, boys and girls. We are going to start learning how to write. The first thing that's super important in kindergarten, and we would be learning this at school, you'd be sitting on the carpet, crisscross applesauce, and you'd be listening and watching Miss Meadows draw. So I want you to do that at home. Get comfortable and watch Miss Meadows while I teach you how to draw and label a picture. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw our picture. So I want you to think about the story Dragons. Think about the dragon story you just listened to. In that story, Dragons Love Tacos, at the very beginning, that means the first thing you heard? What did you learn about dragons at the beginning of the story? Not at the end and not in the middle, but at the beginning. The very first thing. I heard that dragons do not like salsa. So I'm going to draw a picture of what happened at the beginning of the story. All right, you should have a piece of paper. And I would like for you to start with a pencil first, because a pencil is really super cool. On the end, it has an eraser. If you make a mistake, which is totally awesome to make mistakes because that's how we learn, you can erase your mistake and then make your picture better. All right, so I want to draw what I remember at the beginning of the story is the little boy and his dog were sitting there and they were making salsa, and he's telling him that they don't like salsa, that dragons don't like salsa. Now, I don't have to draw the same picture that was in that book. I can make up my own because Miss Meadows wants to know that you understand where the beginning of the story is. So you're going to draw something that shows at the beginning of the story. So I'm going to draw, and now, boys and girls, I'm going to let you know, Miss Meadows is not the best artist, okay? So just remember that sometimes people are great artists and sometimes they aren't, but we don't ever make fun of someone else's drawing. We always just say, great job, and encourage them. I think dragons, he needs some wings, doesn't he? I don't know. That's not very good. Okay, so I probably don't need this line right here, do I? So I'm going to try to, I'm going to try to erase. Miss Meadows is buying a tripod so she can do her lesson without having to hold this camera, so she'll get better at this. And then he's going to be right here. I think he has pointy ears, and then he has those points on his back like this. And he's going to have a big mouth. Oh, he has a big tongue that kind of goes like that. That's what I think the dragon looks like. You might draw yours differently, or you might not draw a dragon at all. Maybe you're going to draw the boy making salsa. All right, and so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a bowl, and it's got salsa, and that's salsa in there. You don't have to draw details. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to label it, and I'm going to write salsa. Ooh, I know that's an S. Oh, that's an O. Okay, so I wrote the word salsa. Yes, parents, I know that I spelt that incorrectly, but this is what we do in kindergarten. We write down what we hear. We write down the sounds that we hear. Even if it's not correct, that's okay. We just want to be writing down the sounds that we hear. If your child does not yet know any sounds, that's okay. We want to encourage them to start writing letters. So if your child knows no letters and I ask them to label the dragon, they might write an H. That's fine because they're trying. So if you know your letters and your sounds, that's great. Write down what you know. If you don't, we just want to start putting some letters so I know that they're starting to understand this is a picture, these are letters. All right, so I'm going to label dragon. D, 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 g, 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 n. So if I know how to spell it and I know my letters and sounds, I'm writing down what I hear. Okay? Don't be afraid to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay not to know, because we're at the beginning of kindergarten. You're not going to know how to do every single thing. That's okay. So do the best that you can. So the dragon doesn't like salsa, and I think I'm going to draw him with a speech bowl, and he's going to say, no, because he doesn't like salsa. Does your picture have to look just like mine? No, it does not. That's right. You can draw your picture whatever you think of when you heard the beginning of the story. Now, I've drawn my picture with my pencil. Guess what I'm going to do next? That's right. I'm going to color it, because this does not look pretty. And Miss Meadows, one of her favorite things about school is seeing your drawings and seeing your coloring, and it makes my eyes so happy when I see these things. So I'm going to color my picture and show you how to do that. All right, boys and girls, I know you guys I saw some really great coloring on the seesaw, so maybe you already know how to color, but I'm just going to kind of give you a little bit of help, and I'm not going to color my whole picture. I'm just going to color part of it. When you are coloring, so if I take my crayon and I go like this, do you see how my crayon is just moving all over and it looks crazy? I don't want to color like that. I want to choose to color up and down or side to side. And I'm going to stay doing the same thing. So if I start coloring up and down on my dragon, do you see how I'm doing little movements? And I'm doing up and down, and I'm making sure that there's no white left there. That's his wing. I'm even going to outline. Outline means you draw over your pencil marking if you want it to kind of stand out. And then I can color in here. That was his wing. Okay. Do you see how I'm going up and down? Up and down. Just a little bit in each spot. Okay, boys and girls, so here's mine. I'm started coloring it. I'm not done yet, but I've started coloring it, and do you see how I'm staying neat? I'm staying in the lines. I have my labels on the things that are in my picture, and this tells what happened at the beginning of the story. So when you get done drawing your picture for me, I want you to take a picture of it and put it into Seesaw and tell me about, and record yourself telling me about your dragon picture. I want to hear what you think happened at the beginning of the story, and draw a beautiful picture for Miss Meadows. And I'm going to look forward to looking at that picture so much.